Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. It is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we are going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future, and then we're going to take a peek at what's going on with whoever's on your mind, your person. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's returning. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings. If you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below this video or in my about section of my channel. Okay. So let's get into your energy and see what's going on for you. In the recent past, we have the Nine of Swords. So really releasing a lot of energies of stress, sadness. Definitely something was bringing you down. And then we have the Fool card and the Page of Pentacles. So they're going to just probably hang over slightly with the table, but I want to be able to show you guys. So then we have the Fool card and the Page of Pentacles. I'll get into it, but it's like your energy is starting to shift. It's almost like you went, I don't want to be in this place of being sad anymore. Like I have so many new things that are coming into my life and I want to take chances and I want to be excited. I want things to be good. I don't want to stay in this, but there was something that really did have you either losing sleep or just feeling really exhausted and emotional. Probably a lot of this eclipse energy is still lingering, or you're just feeling it really strongly. So in your current energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Wands, okay? And then the Ace of Swords. So again, we'll get into this, but that's clearly about focusing primarily. I don't think I've ever had three aces come out all in one line like that. That's focusing primarily on the passion side of things and not so much the financial and the mental. All right, so in the near future, look at that. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and then we have the Moon and the Devil. And the overall energy is the Six of Swords. So this is exactly what I was saying. You are shifting from a place of being a little bit stressed out, probably feeling a little down. You could have had some things happen that really put you in a place of restlessness, not feeling well. Mentally, you could have been in a dark place as well. But now the energy is coming in so that it can shift you into this energy. The Six of Swords is, yes, it's still mental energy, but it's taking you to a better mental place. So if you were having the ups and downs that a lot of people have during the holidays, which sometimes we don't even think that we're feeling something, but it hits us right around that time, this is you getting to a better place. So if you've had something happen at this time of the year, I feel like you're going to be able to release that now. That's only going to be for a couple of people. So if tragedy happened or something really significant stands out in your mind, I feel like you're going to be moving away from that and embracing this really new beautiful energy that's showing up with the Fool and the Page of Pentacles. This is all about new beginnings. So he's turning his back, saying, you know, at times I may have felt like a fool and gotten hurt. Maybe I needed to learn a really deep lesson and I was ignoring it. I was ignoring things because I wanted either a person or a circumstance, and you took some chances and that they didn't work out. But that's okay, because now your back is to that energy and saying, you know, I'm not going to be foolish, but I'm not also going to damper my excitement about taking chances. So it's like a new way of doing so is what I want to say. So if you're going to jump on an opportunity, you have all the tools now that you need to do it so that you don't end up getting hurt. Are we going to have disappointments and hurt? Sure. There's going to be things that happen in the future, but I think you're going to handle them much differently than you had been in the past. So he's starting at a place of refresh. So this is releasing some of the old conditioning, probably things you've lived with for quite some time. Just depends on your age. Doesn't even matter if you're in your 20s. You could still feel like you're releasing some really heavy energy and starting fresh with a new perspective. Everybody pretty much is right now. So embrace that, because this is about new opportunities not only coming to you, but the right things showing up for you at the right time. That's the recent past. So something really good could have happened as soon as you shut out this particular energy. Now we're going to clarify that in just a moment. So having the Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Wands and then the Ace of Swords in reverse. As I was saying before, it's like Spirit saying, don't go into things or into opportunities from your mind or because of money. Passion is what's going to drive you. If you really love what you do, the rest of this stuff is going to follow. Meaning the mental aspect, you're going to relax into that. You're not going to overthink things. It's just going to be natural. So if your intuition's kicked up a notch and you just started to pay attention to how you feel when you do things, that's when things really start to relax in your life and you can release the need to know when things will happen in a financial matter, release the mental anguish that maybe you had been holding on to for a period of time. So this is saying just follow that. Please stick with your passions and what drives you the most from your heart space, from your gut, because that's what's truly going to bring you the joy in your life. Okay, let's look at the near future. So this is a perfect near future card. This means as you do this, as you accept that yes, there have been mistakes in the past, and you start to embrace this new energy, a very youthful type of energy, you don't focus as much on the money and the mental, and you stay passionate about what you're doing, that's when things start to balance out. The Ten of Pentacles is about abundance in finances, in joy, in relationships, in every aspect of your life, finding that balance. Is it two people at it? Sorry, I wanted to find the right way to describe this. So could it be a power couple? Yes. Could it be two people that do well together financially? Absolutely. It could be partnership as well with someone that brings really good financial stability into your life. Now, the moon coming up right behind that and the devil says this is where at times people had an effect because of either their hidden motives that were not beneficial to you, being more aware. So things are going to go in your favor no matter what. Even if you can't see with the moon what's coming and how it's going to happen, they're saying release that because anything that was toxic in your life is being released so that this can happen. I wish I could tell you all the things that I'm thinking in my head. I wish I could spit them out fast enough. It's a really neat energy. Just trust me when I say that whatever you don't know right now doesn't matter. Just know that you're being protected from people who don't necessarily have your best interest. And at the same time, you're going to be doing well. Now, this could also be those who had been difficult in the past could be getting some karma with the devil, or maybe they've just had to deal with their own stuff and you don't know about it and it's going to be better off for you. It could be that something about that energy could have ended up affecting your financial situation or your abundance or something of the sort. So I feel like you're being protected, and that's Spirit's like, you don't need to know. Just know that we're protecting you from any kind of chaotic or difficult energy that might be around you that might affect your finances in the future. Okay, so I'm going to clarify. We've gotten a lot from this, so I don't want to spend too much time clarifying, but I will. And then we'll get into your person and your person and their energy. Okay, so the Hermit. So this is having taken some time out to do some reflection. This is also being very clear, and they had me put the deck down with the Nine of Swords, being very clear about the people that you can't trust. And I feel like that is exactly the message, because you'd been hurt in the past by taking a chance with people and maybe at the time ignoring some of those gut feelings that you had. And this is saying, it's double, right? So this is clarifying the same card, saying it really did stress you out. Now, with the Emperor, you're taking your control back. Those were times when maybe you weren't focused on your intuition, but this is that change that you're going through. So now you're going to be following your gut. You're going to be working from an intuitive place, and no, I don't feel like any other place for most of you. Some of you, it's still, you're doing a little bit of work, but you're taking back control, and that's what's changing everything for you in your life. Because you were getting over some difficult heartbreaks, probably third-party situations. something of that sort. And I think there was some truth that had to be told. So a lot of different messages in those, but I wanted to pick them up because they were all making sense to what I was trying to explain to you. So this is you recognizing who is not good for you in your life and who needs to go, and not allowing those people and those energies to bring you down or stress you out. Okay, so let's look at the Fool with the Page of Pentacles. Again, I shuffled and the Emperor came back. So that's saying you are a boss. I don't care if you're masculine or feminine. You are stepping into your power. And there is nothing that is around you that needs to be dealt with right at this moment. It just means step into it, because the next 10 days, there's going to be opportunities for you to really, really test what you've been putting into place, which is trusting your intuition. All right. Now, if this is somebody that you had to release from your life because it was a difficult third party, then I feel like that's you coming back from that energy and just moving forward. We'll talk about, if you have a person in your life, but this is not really focused on love right now. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, because when the focus is too much on money, that's when it can be sometimes feeling like, how do I get there? Frustration, things like that. So they don't want you to focus on the money or where the money has gone wrong in the past or where abundance seems to have not come in. None of that. Just focus directly on what makes you fired up, what really drives you. And then the Ten of Pentacles comes in the upright in the future. So we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then the Ten of Wands. This is what will stress you out. I can't be any more clear, and I don't want to be too repetitive, but what stresses you is worrying too much and being too focused on that financial aspect. Things will definitely work themselves out. Yes, at times it could feel like you're carrying the weight of the world. Maybe you have people that you support, or there's things that you have to take care of that are really important, and it makes you a little bit anxious. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. As long as you follow how you feel and what makes you feel good, everything else will fall into place. All right, so the Ten of Pentacles with the Moon, Two of Cups. Then in the near future, you have people who come into your space that understand you and see eye to eye with you. The Six of Cups is actually coming out in reverse, which is perfect. It means the people that you come in contact with in the future, whether it be a romantic situation or not, very possibly could be, will understand the value of give and take. Not everybody does. We definitely have energies that come into our lives that constantly have their hands out, meaning they take from you energetically. They take from you in all different ways. Those were the lessons that you needed to learn so that you could love you enough and not allow those kind of energies to suck the life out of you. So in this case, somebody is coming into your space, or you may have met this person already and things are starting to get a little bit deeper. Definitely a balanced relationship. This is going to be other types of relationships in your life as well. It could be partnerships, work relationships. I feel like that's the balance that's coming in. Even if you don't see it right now, even if there are some fears that things aren't going to work out, that I think is something else that needs to be released, because all that does is bring you down. So anything that you feel like is being hidden or that you can't see, or the fear, that's what I feel like is in the near future is going to be pulled away from you, because something's going to balance out, whether that be the partner that comes in that helps balance you out, or just you do in general. You release the energy of being too stressed out about what you can't see coming. All right, let's see, with the Devil and the Moon, then we have the Tower. There you go. See, that's big change. So whoever this is, and that's your energy that comes into your life, is going to shock the shit out of you. Okay, it's going to be a big surprise. I don't think you're expecting it. Spirit obviously is keeping something hidden from you. Something's going to shift and change in your life. Could this be about a person that shows up in your world? Absolutely. It could just be that things all of a sudden shift and change and start going in the right direction because you're done with all of this stuff. And the next 10 days could be amazing. All kinds of different things could shift and change for you. It feels really good. And it feels like a lot of releasing, a lot of freeing of your energy. All right, so I'm going to clear this, and then we'll get into the person that's on your mind. So hold tight one sec, and let's see. So if you have been with me before, I pick these cards up. Whatever stays on the bottom or the top is what I think is really important for the reading. So the Fool in reverse just says you don't want to make the same mistakes that you have made in the past. I think you're beyond that energy, and now you're pushing forward with trusting everything that you feel and not ignoring any of it. That's what's going to help get you to that place of feeling really calm, the Six of Swords, moving into a much lighter energy, not feeling so bogged down mentally. All right, so this is going to be for you and your person. Let's see what's going on. We have your person's energy is the Hangman in reverse. And then we have the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Swords. Your energy is the Moon, the Sword, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Overall energy is the Empress. Male or female, again, I feel like this is your energy. This is taking back control of a situation. Now, if somebody has seemed stuck in the past and hasn't spoken up, it's kind of conflicting energy. In 1 minute, they feel like they want to come and tell you the truth because their energy's facing you. And then I feel like this is you, but you embodying who you really are as the Empress energy. So this person doesn't seem to be too stuck. They seem to know what they want. The Knight of Swords means I don't think there's a lot of action. They could have been a little bit biting in their words. In other words, they may have just cut pretty deep when they spoke to you. I don't think they're in a place of being stuck or confused about what they want. I just think that they have a tendency to be a little bit sharp with their words. So they're not in a place where they're standing still. If you're wondering, I feel like things are going to be moving forward. They're going to be very clear about how they feel if they haven't been already. And I just don't feel like they're going to keep things in a space of lingering. So the Moon, I think you have a little bit of fear about this. Now the Ace of Swords tells me that you really do believe that this could be someone who's either long-term in your life or somebody that you communicate well with. There's a good mental banter. There's a lot of, I think there's a lot of in the relationship. I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's a friendship. So with the Moon, those are definitely fears. You have fear around maybe something repeating itself. This is the Wounded Warrior. You could have possibly been hurt by this person before. And now, you may be feeling like they don't offer you everything that you really want in a relationship. So a part of you may be a little bit confused or afraid that this isn't going to go the way that you had hoped. And I'd say give it a little bit of time. I think they're going to be very clear about exactly what they want. So if you have any questions, I think they do desire being with you. I don't have a lot of love cards, so you may feel like this person doesn't show a lot of emotion, but they're very clear and straightforward and even sometimes kind of mean. So to the point of, when I say clear and upfront, to the point of that's a bit much at times. All right, so let's take a peek at the Romance Angels. Then we'll get some advice. And 1818. Somebody might be born on the 18th of the month because I just was pulled to look at the time. Okay, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Wedding. Okay, so it could be it could be a marriage, or it could be that you're thinking about that. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I do feel like there's some confusion here. So maybe some of you are just curious about how this person feels, but you're more interested in something new. If you could, one or both of you could be married, and that could be why you may be deciding, or they may be deciding that they need to find new love. Working on the relationship, balance. This is confusing, I'm not going to lie. So if I'm confused, you guys must feel a little bit confused. And then it says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. If this is somebody from your past and you want to put this to bed because of reasons like this, then that's an indication that, yes, new love is coming for you. And this is saying, lighten up your energy, go out there, have a good time. If this is someone you are currently with, there may be a renewal in your love. And it's saying, give your relationship a chance. If you're married and you really do want to keep the marriage together, then talk to this person. Like if you have fears that things are going to fall apart, have a conversation. If they haven't spoken up right away and told you how they feel, because their energy feels very conflicted with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, then obviously you have to choose whether you want to wait around to find out if they're going to have this conversation with you or not. Let's get some advice. I don't like feeling confused. All right, tell me what the advice is for Scorpio, please. What's the advice for Scorpio? All right, so we have the King of Cups. This is somebody. I thought so. I didn't feel a lot of emotion from your person. I feel like they're shut down emotionally. They're saying if you really want to work this out, then there's some abandonment things that have to be worked on, but somebody is shut down emotionally. The Page of Wands, okay. This is something that needs to be worked on internally. So if there are any kind of abandonment issues and you feel a little bit shut down, or your person does, this is going to be working on those things before taking this chance and starting into either rekindling a passion or, hang on, I'm trying to decipher what they're trying to say. So if you want this new start, that's what's going to happen. Somebody's dealing with those types of issues. The Page of Swords in reverse could be somebody who doesn't really listen to the guidance, is what I want to say. That's an odd thing to hear for that particular card, but that's what I sense. So it's focusing on healing those aspects before this can work out. It could be your person that's dealing with those issues. All right, let's get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Scorpio. All right, let's see. This one and this one want to come out. So let's see what this one is. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. That's everything that this reading is about for you today. And then we have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Absolutely. And then lastly, we have, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. That's exactly what we were talking about in the main reading. Following your heart, your soul, your passions, your gut feelings, all of that. And it's the same in, obviously, in relationships as it would be with a work situation or anything else happening in your life. All right, let's get a couple of cards from the Oracle deck to close this out. So we have round and round. This could feel like what you've been going through with this person, like you're constantly just going round and round, or your thought process is about it, and they're saying, come to the edge, make a decision, either get off of this ride and have a new start, or put everything that you have into it. It's going to be one way or the other. Take for what resonates, because this is all about new beginnings and then time to go. So for some of you, these are both nines. Some of you are going to make a decision to go ahead and leave this because you can't get out of this constant merry-go-round, is what I want to say, of emotions and things that just don't seem to be healing. And there's your fork in the road. So you have a choice to make. They have me lay down the cards, and then the no place like home. So it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to be shifting home. It just means that there's changes around that situation. There could be changes in someone's home life. It doesn't have to be yours. Some of you, yes, you could be moving. It could also be that the person that you're dealing with is at a distance from you. So 13 is standing out for me. Again, that could be significant for some of you. The day, I just heard the day you got married for some, or the day that the two of you met. Anyway, there's a choice to be made. There's a fork in the road, and it's going to be up to you whether you want to stay in this situation and see if it can work, or if you decide that you need to leave it. And that's going to be for those of you that are in a marriage and probably living with your person, if you have to change locations. Right now, they're asking you to go with the flow and pay attention to what you feel deeply inside about the next steps that you need to make. Okay, my loves, that was a lot. I know it was pretty long. I hope this helped. Thank you so, so much for all of your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, that info is in the description box below this video or in my About section. Love you to pieces. Have an amazing 10 days, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.